Have you ever seen one of those nature shows where you see males fighting in order to gain the upper hand, or more simply, gain a mate? And where the female of the species is looking after the young? While many would acknowledge that every person is different, some suggest that this basic pattern seems to carry over into the human species. Men would compete against each other to win the women, and compete against nature to win their dinner. For men, winning meant staying alive. Women, on the other hand, were often in the role of taking care of the families and encouraging cooperation. For women, avoiding fights meant staying alive. Linguists have noticed that men and women tend to carry over these basic traits into how they communicate even today. Women's speech seems to demonstrate a desire to avoid a conflict. For example, suspecting her man of taking her hairbrush, rather than accuse her man outright.
You borrowed my hairbrush without asking permission.
She will use a tag question as a way to bring the other person into the conversation and soften a remark so as to sound less accusatory.
You didn't take my hairbrush, did you?
In a similar vein, it's suggested that women are more likely to use what linguists call hedges. Those words like perhaps, seem, etc., so as to turn a direct statement into a softer one, just in case the listener has a different take on the situation.
Well, it seems like the fridge is broken. Perhaps we should call a repairman.
While the woman may just want to flag up the fact the fridge is broken, the man may infer something else.
Why don't you just ask me directly to get the fridge fixed?
Linguists have noticed that men show a preference for more directness in conversation, calling a spade and get the job done. Linguists have also noticed that women see communication as a way of developing close relationships. Talking about their problems is one way to help develop this bond. Sharing problems has less to do with the need to find a solution and more to do with establishing a kind of intimacy.
I'm so exhausted. My boss is giving me so many assignments and I never get any recognition for the work I do.
The man, however, hears the problem as a request for advice and responds as such.
You should take a vacation.
It's not that simple.
The woman feels hurt, assuming that the man is uninterested, wanting only to offer a quick solution. He, on the other hand, is left confused by his failure to help her feel better. Thankfully, understanding how people communicate is a skill which we can develop throughout our lives. And it's good to remember that life would be pretty boring if we were all the same.